Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have two videos here ready for you, short ones. One is about 1 minute, 1 minute and a half, and the other one is just a few seconds to have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Both these videos that I'm going to feature have the same protagonist, main character, Alan Dershowitz. Dershowitz is Jewish, and I think he was a law professor of constitutional law at Harvard University. And we have Cornel West, a guy that I don't, I will tell you in a minute. The first video is a debate between these two guys, Dershowitz and West, at Hannity. Now, I don't like any of these three. I think that Hannity is low IQ and he is paid and bought and owned by the guy on the right. I think Cornel West is a communist who hates one particular group, and the one on the right is Dershowitz, a weasel. Now, this debate is about Hamas and about supposedly the integrity at Harvard. If you're familiar with what happened at Harvard University, Ivy League, blah blah. By the way, I made a video maybe a week and a half ago or so, where I used an article where they declared that they found that it was a study. Harvard has the least freedom of speech among all the colleges, Ivy League, and not only. The least. That means if you say something, you're fucking out. So about 30 groups, student groups, I think, and Harvard, they sign a petition supporting Palestine or something like that. Well, that's not allowed, obviously, especially at Harvard. Why don't you go and check the ethnic and racial proportion, and you're going to find out that Dershowitz is very much represented over there, but doesn't really matter. So we have this debate here, and it's the idiot Hannity. Hannity is on, actually these two guys, Hannity and Dershowitz, they're gonna gang on what's his name, Cornel West. As I said, I don't like any of these three, any of these guys. But in this little debate between these two guys here, Cornel West is the one who is attacked, is the most logical guy, and you're gonna hear Dershowitz saying such an stupidity that it's not surprising to me. I know how they think, and especially Dershowitz, because I have the other video where Dr. Norman Finkelstein fucked him real hard, but with that one, Mr. Finkelstein did not receive the DePaul University tenure. So he lost his tenure. Some people say because Dershowitz intervened and he was kicked out. So Norman Finkelstein, he remained without the job. But anyway, he's a fantastic guy. I met him, so anyway, in person. So let me play this video. So they attack Cornel West, actually this way. That weasel Hannity interrupts Cornel West so many times and allows Dershowitz actually to take over the whole thing. And then Hannity is going to ask Cornel West a question, and he wants one answer. And Cornel West answers the question the way he wants to. And because imbecile Hannity, because the answer is not the one he wanted, you're not answering the question. No, he's not giving you the answer you expect, and that's why you interrupt. It's a travesty. I would like you to go and watch that video. It's called Heated Debate from Fox News. Cornel West, Alan Dershowitz spar over Israel-Hamas war. They attack, just to make the context of this little thing here, Dershowitz and Hannity, attack Cornel West because Cornel West said, they should be, we should condemn war crimes, whomever does it, and so on. And he's like, both sides committed crime in the whole history. Let's put everything in the context and so on. But as these weasels like to do it, they start year zero 5 days ago. And that's it. Yes, if you start 5 days ago, 100%. But Cornel West is not that imbecile, and he said, wait a minute, no, things are, that happened before, and they're going to talk about the human shields, because Dershowitz tells Cornel West the same story, that whomever, the Palestinians, use children and women as human shields. That's why when you see all those crime committed, it's because the Israelis, when they tried to hit Hamas, supposedly Hamas has human shields because someone said something sometime. And Cornel West logically asks him, and this is the answer where Dershowitz shows his true colors, he's going to say, do you think that Israel never committed anything? And the answer of Dershowitz is not surprising for me, probably surprising for you. So let's see if this thing works. All right, let's get it started.
Electricity.
You know what Hamas is saying? Hamas is saying, don't go.
Oh, I'm not here to defend Hamas.
Well, you are.
I'm not defending Hamas.
Wait a minute.
Don't ever lie on me
Did
like
you
that, brother.
ever-
I'm defending the suffering of Palestinians.
I want to hear.
Hamas is
I want to hear.
war
I want to hear you say.
Anybody who commits war crimes are barbaric. I'm saying that explicitly, but I want
Correct. He said everyone who commits crimes is barbaric, and I said I want to hear you
to say if the Israeli Defense Forces are killing children,
No.
are they barbaric too?
No.
Are they ever barbaric?
No. If they target children.
Yes. Have they ever targeted
No,
children?
absolutely never
in
in the
the
history
78 years.
have they ever targeted a
brother,
child
you got to get off
deliberately.
the crack pipe, man, please.
No.
Did you hear? Never. And he's gonna say something more, Cornel West.
Please.
Never targeted
They
a child.
killed one innocent
Not
person
purposely.
since
No.
1948.
No, not
Are they that
purposely.
pure? Are they that?
You don't have to be very
Come
pure
on, brother.
not to kill a
Please.
child. Not to kill a child.
Let me.
Did you hear that? Not one from 1948. No, not one purposely. No human error, no purposely. Well, you say human error is human error. Well, if I or you commit a crime, consider it human error, you're still gonna, by negligence, you're going to be charged, are you? And if you think that these guys never, how do you think Dershowitz knows that? Is there a way that Dershowitz is God? So each and every one to say never? Is it possible? I mean, and that was a professor, and he's supposed to be logical. He's a lawyer as well, Weasel, anyway. So he was involved in what? In O.J. Simpson's trial, one of the lawyers, remember? It doesn't fit. Okay, and Hannity, the imbecile, the lowest IQ in all this. Unfortunately, I have to say that, but he's the lowest IQ in this. And it's not this conversation. I've been watching this for years, these guys. All three of them. So Hannity did not impress me from the very beginning. On the contrary, I was like, how in the hell this guy is on the TV? But I realized he is on someone else's, so he's over there. Cornel West, he's not an imbecile, but he has some hatred towards some people and whatever. And the other one is just perfect. Let's go and see what Hannity has to say. Get off that crackpot.
Child, not to kill a child.
Let me.
They killed 550.
Let me show
Because
something.
they're being used as human shields.
Let me show something
Well,
we
we
showed
got
in this
deep
program last night.
disagreements on this.
What I'm about to show this audience. These are.
Well, you're gonna show, but I'm not gonna watch. They're gonna start over. Well, I was gonna ask Cornel West something. It's just that's the whole conversation is just like that.
Would they be
And
facing
2001.
imminent annihilation?
2001.
Since 2006 and 7, and Gaza was taken over by Hamas. I'm not
And they
pro-Hamas. I'm pro-democracy, but I'm concerned about the suffering of Palestinians.
Israel didn't fire a single rocket until Hamas fired 5,000 rockets.
Israel controls the
starting
land, the air,
only after
containment,
Hamas
the
took
food
over.
going in, the trade
Only
coming in,
after-
and so. But it was already under occupation
It
since
was never.
1967.
No. The occupation ended 2005. Learn your history.
Oh.
Sharon left. Every American, every Israeli settler, every Israeli soldier left In 2006, it was like Singapore. It could have been the nicest place in the Mediterranean. Then Hamas overthrew
New
them.
York would be in the occupation if another country owned its air, its space, its
Didn't
food
own
going in,
it
its
between
trade.
2006
There's
and
containment, brother.
2008.
There's containment. Let's be
Only
honest.
after Hamas took over.
Let me end with this. Here's a sad fact. This debate could not be held on Harvard's campus today.
No, it can't because you fucked up. Now, you should watch that the entire video. It's just and use it as this is how intellectuals debate. Dershowitz is just he is not sincere. He doesn't want to find out the truth or solve the problem. He just wants we are clean as Cornel West. Well, are you so pure? So yes, yeah, never. Okay, now that's, and I have another video, maybe I will make it later. If you're familiar with Ben Shapiro, well, he had an hour and 15 or 20 minutes or something like this. I don't know how to call it, but some singing in it. It's come a lot of things, and I watched the whole thing, and I was like, oh, thank you very much. It's not something new again about Ben Shapiro, but it's for everybody else to see Ben Shapiro. So I'm going to show you when Dershowitz was by Dr. Norman Finkelstein. You should look into that too. Norman Finkelstein. He has a book I read, not only one. This is in Democracy Now! She is Amy Goodman, I think is her name. I used to watch this guy some time ago. This is an old video, I don't know, at least 10, 15 years. I would say 15 years at least. So here is she. And then we have, what's his name? Finkelstein.
Airman Ahmad al-Halabi in the West Bank and Gaza.
The settlements have always opposed.
So this is
since 1967. I've opposed the occupation.
Dershowitz.
I think Israel made, in my view, a terrible mistake.
They are talking
what it
about.
should have done.
They're talking about the same garbage, and this guy wrote a book, and Dr. Finkelstein read the whole book and looked and accuses Dershowitz of plagiarism. All right, and he takes point by point what you wrote with a quotation and where did you quote that from, who wrote that, and this guy is gonna be destroyed, Dershowitz. No wonder he's gonna be angry, and let me show you Finkelstein, this sort of thing.
But that's a categorical lie.
Alan,
What you're hearing now on radio is that a claim that Mr. Finkelstein made available to me certain charts.
No,
that is
I
a
understand
categorical
you.
lie.
No.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Dershowitz, I think you had about 5 minutes time. I wasn't looking at the clock. If we're going to have a civil debate, you're going to have to
But it's
remain.
not going to be a
You're
debate
going to
about
have
me.
to.
Let me
you're
be
going,
very
I'm not
clear about
debating
that.
you. I have
Okay.
no interest in you, Mr. Dershowitz. None at all. I'm interested in the scholarship, and I'm interested in the facts, and I'm interested in your book. Now, in 1984, one Joan Peters published a book called From Time Immemorial. The book was universally recognized by serious scholars.
All right, just give you a flavor. Go and watch it. Norman Finkelstein, Alan Dershowitz debate at Democracy Now! You're gonna see again Dershowitz losing logic, and he's just gonna turn, I guess, attorney mode, which is I gotta win here regardless if the criminal goes free. That's why I kind of not like this kind of system where these guys are not trying to find out what happened, but the how do you call it? The criminal might tell his attorney, yes, I did it, get me out of it, but there's no evidence. Well, I'm going to win, so thank you very much. So anyway, this is the Dershowitz, and as I said, we have a low IQ, we got a hater, and we got a ideal guy, a perfect guy. Watch those guys, my friends. How can you argue with Dershowitz? Remember, Dershowitz can push a lot of buttons. Dershowitz was also, if I remember correctly, on some of what's his name, that guy that committed suicide. I remember what's his name, that now his partner in crime is incarcerated. That guy with the airplane, with the with the island, where you have other guys, the guy from Microsoft and others, Bill Clinton traveling. Dershowitz was on that list as well. Well, that guy was a Zelensky Stein as Dershowitz, as Norman Finkelstein, as Amy Goodman. All these guys are Zelensky Steins, but doesn't matter. This guy right here, this is one of the most fantastic guys I listened to. He's called by his fellow. I don't know how to call him. I know, but I will not. Self-hating Jew. That's how he's called. I remember when I met those 4 guys in the mountainsides. I told you about him, and I mentioned Finkelstein, and I mentioned Howard Zinn and Noam Chomsky, and they all almost the bus jumped to strangle me. I was like, whoa, take it easy, man. I just want to know what's your take on this guy. Chomsky, Finkelstein. It was like... Anyway, my friends, watch Dr. Finkelstein. He takes his notes. He's doing a diligent work. Listen to him debating, and it's good. Very good, fantastic good. From 0 to 10, I give him a 9, because I don't really give 10. It's there. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.